Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to LEGO Space. So today we're going to talk about our next project, which I talked about quite a few videos back before I started building the last two Ectos. But so I had an issue with my mock that I put in the Titanic, which you guys will remember. We added some wheels in the hopes that it would move under its own power. And the issue is that particular ship right there weighs about twice as much as it would if you just built it straight from the LEGO instructions. Because I added a lot of interior detail, added some structural things that I kind of needed in there, to make things a little bit stronger, and upgraded a few areas where I thought LEGO could have done a little bit better. And all those parts really add up. And my brother-in-law, he bought this ship a little over a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago, and he built his straight from the instructions, and we ended up weighing both of them, and I can't remember the exact number, but mine was roughly about twice. It weighed twice as much as his. So this one ship weighs as much as two ships, and the only power wheels on this whole thing are back here. So you only get one set of powered wheels, and so you got to think how much weight that is trying to move, and it's a lot. And it doesn't want to do it. It wants to start stripping the gears, and it's not happy. So I kind of took some time to think about it while I was working on the Ecto projects, and I don't know if I could figure something out to maybe power all the wheels, but I know I'm going to wind up losing a lot of my interior detail, and I would rather keep the interior detail. I want this to be an extremely detailed model of the Titanic, inside and out. So I decided, instead of trying to fix the mock, I'm just going to remove the mock completely. So an A for effort on my part, but an F because it failed to do what it needed to. So kind of a win-lose, not really a win, more of a lose-lose situation, but oh well. That happens when you're doing mocks. Sometimes it doesn't always, work out as you planned. So the next steps and the next round of videos that you guys will be getting is me sadly taking the ship back apart. This will be my second time disassembling it, and when we rebuild it, this will be the third time that I'm building it. So first time I built this ship, it was pre my YouTube channel, and I had added a lot of extra detail inside, and I actually spent a lot of time recoloring all the interior structure, stuff that I really didn't need to recolor. I did in gray and dark gray. Well, the issue with that was it ended up eating basically all of my light gray and dark gray stock, so I had like none of those parts left. But it looked cool and everything was working good. And then I'm like, hey, here's this mock. So as you guys got to see, by the time I found the mock and started putting that in, the YouTube channel was around, so I videoed those. Or I videoed the process of taking the ship apart, putting it back together with the mock. And you guys kind of saw my new color scheme on the inside, very bright colors, stuff that I don't really use a lot. As far as like the three colors that I really don't use a lot are yellow, blue, and red. The brighter stuff, most of my stuff is kind of darker colored items, except for some of the cars, but a lot of the interior stuff and things that I like doing detail wise are all a lot of my darker stock here. So you guys got to kind of see a recolor and a rebuild of that. We had to change some details to fit some motors in, and I actually lost a little bit of detail on the inside to put some of the power into this thing. So this time, when we put it back together, I'm going to try once again to kind of revamp my engine room a little bit, make that a little bit more visually pleasing again, and we'll just try to keep some of the upgrades that I did as far as some of the structural integrity of the ship. I built a lot of the inside to where when you push down, as you're building the top of this, there's times in Lego's instructions where it almost seems kind of weak, and you go to push parts and then things kind of give and bend, and I'm not too happy with that, so I did add a lot of internal support into the ship to kind of strengthen things up, and so we're going to try to do that again. And so far, every time I've built this ship, it's gotten a little bit better, except the last time minus the mock. But just structurally, it's gotten better. So this time, we're just going to kind of go back to what it was, only better. And just have a really nicely detailed model. So yeah, little bit of a big fail, but we are going to take it back apart, sadly, correct the, take the mock out. Although I did make a few improvements to my gear tower for my propellers and the engines, so I'm going to try to keep that in place, because that actually worked out for the better. Rebuilding that, I got my gearing smoothed out really good, so we'll save that part of it. But yeah, so I get the joy of taking this thing back apart. We are going to do it in stages like I did before, because it's way too much ship to take apart at one time, especially with me trying to save as much of the exterior as possible to try to save me some time. So we're going to start with the bow. We'll bring that down, strip it down basically completely again, and we'll just kind of go off of Lego's instructions, and then I'm going to make modifications as I build. So that won't be too bad. I'll try to show those modifications as I do them. Anytime I do a change from what the instructions want me to, I'll try to video that. I'm probably not going to video much of the disassembly of the ship, because that's not the important part. The important part is as we're putting it back together, what am I changing, what am I improving, that part. So it's easy to take stuff apart, it's a little bit harder to put stuff back together, so we'll do videos on that. But we'll start with the bow, we'll do the center section, and then we'll do the stern, just like in the last round of videos on it. So not sure how many videos this will end up being. Not sure how long this is going to take me. This might be the last Lego project for the season, because once springtime hits, I am going to kind of back away from Lego and put some time and effort in my other hobbies. I have a few warm weather hobbies that I like to do, so this will probably be the last round of videos for this season. Depending on if I get something over the summer, we might do a couple random videos throughout the summer. But this whole string of Titanic videos will be the last big time, a lot of update, or a lot of uploading on this channel until the fall. We'll pick back up in the fall, and hopefully get some more Lego sets and find some more cool things, or maybe change a few other things that I have sitting around here that I like to work on. So I do still have some sets that I need to build yet, so we'll probably get to those next fall, or technically this coming fall. But so yeah, guys, so hopefully my pain is going to be your pleasure in the videos, get you some more videos, and we'll see how it goes. So hopefully I don't lose my mind, since this is my second time disassembling this beast, and I'm I'm not excited, but at the same time I am, because me personally, I love taking stuff apart and putting it back together, but it does, at a certain point, it does get quite tiring, and I'm not quite to the tiring part on this, but I want this to kind of be the last time I put this ship, the last time I take it apart and the last time I put it together. So, because it is quite the task. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort to save certain sections of the ship. I kind of did learn some stuff the last time I disassembled it. I could have saved a few things that I didn't think I could have. So I'm going to try to remember those as I'm disassembling the ship. I am going to save as much as I possibly can, which includes like a lot of the smaller built stuff like the boats, the rigging, the funnels, the whole side plates and everything. Try to save as much of that as possible. It saves me some time, and it's just stuff that really doesn't need to come apart. It's mostly the inner workings of the ship that we're after. So we'll see what I can do. So hopefully you guys are excited. If you guys are looking into buying the Titanic, it is expensive, but if you are a Titanic fan, or if you just want a stellar piece to sit somewhere in your house, this thing is beautiful. You set it up on a shelf somewhere, and it doesn't even look like it's Lego. It's like it looks like a high quality Titanic model, which it is. So yeah. So join me as we tackle this ship one more time, hopefully the last time. I did kind of search around for any other mocks on this ship, and I couldn't find anything that was worthwhile, so we're just going to do our own mock. So we're not going to work from anybody else's mock. We're not going to mod anybody else's mock. We're going to do our own thing here, and hopefully you guys can follow along, and if you want to make some of the same changes, hopefully these following videos will help you. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Just a little update on what we got coming up. So hopefully you guys are more excited than me. So but yeah, we'll make some good videos. So that's it for this. So until next time, take care.